On 26 August 2020, a son to Joyce Luwede, a resident of Nansana near Kampala, was arrested for allegedly defiling a 2.5-year-old neighbor's daughter. There was another problem. The age of the suspected juvenile offender is not clear. The mother says her son was born in July 2008 and is 12 years old. However, a recommendation letter from the area local council chairperson quotes the age of Luwede's son as 10 years, while on the other hand, police records indicate 14 years, as per the statement police obtained from the child.
What we should know is criminal liability begins at the age of 12 years. Anyone who is below 12 years is not criminally liable. Once arrested by police, that child is supposed to be cautioned and left to go at will and to be reunited with a family. Let's say, for example, I'm 13-year-old and I have defiled a 3-year-old, that is aggravated defilement. So the chief magistrate will simply read the case and then remand the child.
After his arrest, Luwede's son was detained at Nansana Police cells with adult offenders, which was improper, but police provided an explanation.
We needed to get a thorough medical examination to examine the suspect and the victim, and this did a bit of time.
This is a juvenile. He committed an offense. Now the sad part is that this young child was detained with adults over a very long time. I think when such a case happens, police needs to work collectively with the Ministry of Gender, and their case needs to be progressed very fast.
The mother did not know what to do next after her son's arrest. She also did not know that he had committed a capital offense. Luwede and her relatives claim to have spent a lot of money moving police officers from Nansana Police Station to Wakiso Chief Magistrate's Court for the hearing of the child's case. There are also claims that Nansana police officers tried to have the case withdrawn from court.
There is nothing like settlement of the criminal case out of court once it has reached court level. You can't sit down and the police cannot even order and say that let this case be withdrawn. The moment it gets into court, there is only one person who can withdraw this case, and this is the office of the DPP for reasonable ground.
Children who are above 12 years, once they face the legal process and they are convicted of the crime, we take them for rehabilitation at Camp Ngisanga.
Having found Luwede's child criminally liable, Wakiso Chief Magistrate's Court sent the boy to a remand home. However, he was kept at Nansana police cells for more than a month.
Nowadays, remand homes require COVID-19 certificate, and the results delayed a bit. That's why he overspent some time in our cells.
We engaged Dr. Rachel Arinaitri, a psychiatrist, who tries to explain why a 12-year-old would have a sexual engagement with a 2-year-old.
It's possible that this 12-year-old has learned things from the adults or from what he watches. And because his brain is still developing and full of curiosity, then he wants to experiment.
A lot needs to be found out about what were the circumstances of this child. Are they also victims of sexual abuse? They definitely must have been exposed. Such a child needs rehabilitation, psychosocial support. They also need to be helped to recognize that what they did is wrong, it's unacceptable, so that they become remorseful of their act. And then if they've been also sexually abused by some other people, those people also need to be found out so that they're held accountable.
Patrick Ssenyondo, NTV.